Right, so they're not gonna generate a lot. It's just what this is here.
This is moving to 72, that's not very cool.
Well, I just changed it from 71.
Oh, you just changed it?
Like 5 seconds, like right before you walked in, right before I went to the computer. But I think maybe we put on 73. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think they're people or it's. I don't include. Yes, I don't. It's really isn't a lot of business. I mean, I think we're gonna show up. And you're not getting attention, but I haven't had.
No, this is, well, I guess I have, I mean, I remember one book that's the.
Might have worse. We're gonna have 2 years.
Oh, yeah, well, that's
Had the restraining orders.
yeah, that's much harder. I mean, but yeah, I've been to lots of them where the kid just couldn't. And not only did they not know that this is specific, they didn't know that that was part of the process. I mean, it was so totally.
Well, as much as I think making it work myself, thinking, I love the pushed it down the agenda, which is I know Richard committee with this. But they know I'm trying to apply because obviously, if you know, I don't know if you know, research is people really lead after the rest. And partly the reason they don't is to really have a great problem. They feel they have, you know, it's that problem. I was thinking that if you don't commit contractually, I mean, they contract, you don't commit on a piece of paper. Certain services I do during the sessions, then you do it. Because like right now, I think it's a Saturday morning. Remember people coming out, it's Saturday morning. He should, you know, it shouldn't be.
It's just the three of us.
Do you think he knows today? I'm not being facetious. No, just because. It's nice to have you. It's just momentary. I was thinking.
I mean, maybe the right way.
I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find my some of the discussions you have about loose service. Thinking of a potential, at least voting, I gave a proposal, which is. For people that want who say that I can't commit to come to services and doing driving expectation sessions because I want to renew the kind of contract for those, although people. But if it comes, my kids saw their genius or whatever it is, and just say that we'll do that. I mean, I don't.
I mean, the amount,
We can't say no. Yeah, she is. Yeah, she's the tutor. She was my gadfly. So. She's fine. Yeah,
no, that's great but to do that for somebody who's making no effort to move the action. It's just creating work for the staff on the program.
You're allowed to do it. It's an position.
Yeah.
It's a position.
We'll see. My training session.
But technically,
You know, and I'm not saying we don't give people a chance. But when kid graduated fifth grade, we did it all, you know, had to have it. Need it. But that's what we taught about that. I mean, so it's, all I'm saying is, you know, what's your problem.
Yeah.
And, but it's maybe an interesting offer option, which is this, if you don't commit to this contract, and we can fall short, you can't have fun. Yeah. That's, I completely agree. I think there should be, I think that's waived when your kids at religious school or sorry, someone in town. So like there should be. And I completely agree. Because you know, it's one of those things I've had people here are doing well, but they advise people right after the bar mitzvah. They said, well, we don't need you. Well, you took up 10%. Why don't you just reimburse the synagogue for 10% of the salary? The idea is that, you know, maybe you're right. So people don't think that way. Yeah, that's yes. Okay, totally. No, no. Totally for minute, sure. We got Torah service. For minute on the whole, usually just tell the other people.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would tell you for maybe I'm wrong. It's been a long, I always. No, but like. Jerry's got a point, which is normally we don't wear somebody at mincha.
Second quarter, and that's been my experience, but maybe I'm wrong for Shabbat. I mean, it's such an unusual service to go to.
So as far as you know, they're not.
I don't think so. They didn't say that.
Wonderful. Hey, Lisa, can I ask a question? Do I even need my tea now, or do you want to just cover it? Does it say to me a big piece of real estate?
Hopefully there shouldn't be a lot of correcting. He was actually quite good at that time.
Well, that color orange. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hey,
Sorry about, obviously you sent that email 4 o'clock yesterday, so I can answer some of those questions now.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Sure. What, anything you want to tell me?
So, yeah, so you had so the Torah passing, we can skip, we can just do that. That's fine. Layla can't open the ark.
Oh, great.
And I was gonna give the honor of the lifting of the Torah and to his grandmother and Arthur that can't now move the third.
I could put them together. I could put Arthur and Isaac together if you want.
No, Isaac is like the patriarch of the family. He's like 89. He's barely made it. I think this is his last trip. God bless his soul.
And so for so
for Arthur,
he's
oh yeah, he's a
Okay.
big burly man.
no, it's
No, yeah. So I think that's what I'll tell him, because I haven't even given him the update, because I just read your email.
So and then for anyone to wrap with the belt and something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you have someone for that.
No, we can add, let's see.
Who goes with Arthur? Arthur lists.
He's his grandmother. Check for his fetish. Let me just. FERESH, fetish, fish.
The best
It
of my.
means angel, of course. Not that she's an angel.
Is
You have
it
to be
you?
nice to know. I've never. Well, I'm the last of 5 children, and they experienced every other grandchild. They even met, Benji and Layla, but my dad passed away in 2017. Yes. I told him how proud I am of him, and I have to delete it.
Why?
Change your mind.
I'm kidding.
It's my way of telling you the direction. Some people come up and they don't know what to say, and so they just say something like, "You practice." You know what I mean? It's like, it's a lesson.
Layla, so you're gonna open the ark and some
Can Jerry give you? Sure. Practice.
Okay.
It may actually be more. And also.
This is the part that people have to do.
You don't have to actually. They're not usually done in the afternoon, but I was trying to create reads.
No. No, you don't have to.
We'll start.
Okay, well, I guess we'll just wait until more people show up. Well, that's up to you. I mean, I think that's good. Did you get the practice?
Yeah, we told her, I don't want to put it in we put in the building, we opened it. Like,
Oh, not everyone seems to. Yes.
And he's my uncle's, or my wife's uncle.
And you're right, others don't.
How are you?
Excited?
Your hard work is finally gonna pay off.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Huh?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
That's okay, you'll get to do all the work in a few years.
I know. 2 years. 2
Yeah.
years, right? See, you're younger, so now you're 12 going on. You're 12.
That is really good stuff.
What did you do here? Why you do 13 for 3 years? You get 3 years. Oh my God, you only got 2.
It's nice looking suit, you got the new shoes, you're all ready to go.
I know.
They're like, we're, you know,
Did you talk to my?
Yeah, sure.
Because I don't think they're gonna be much.
So. Yeah, so read it in your head.
Good.
It's good.
Absolutely. Over time. Oh.
Phone's off. Someone calls me.
There's still new road. That would be, I gotta go to the past.
Are you excited?
Yes, my husband's.
I think you're gonna do great. But it's okay. I get nervous.
Is this enough space for that?
Looks like it's gonna be very bad. It was.
I think one.
But not everyone's gonna come to the ceremony.
Yeah.
Some people are just gonna come to the party.
Yeah.
They've already told us.
Those people who are coming.
I never got to meet them. Maybe. High school. Not comfortable.
You see.
Yeah. I did not want to do that. Yes.
Yeah. It's not bad.
Yeah.
You made it. Well, we're gonna start in a few minutes. I guess we're running a little late. We're waiting for our guests to come. So thank you so much.
Wait, he's gonna watch it on YouTube. He's still waiting for Bears.
So I've got 2 English readings I like, if you have one that you want to honor, they don't have to do it. I like this English reading. I got one you want to honor that's here today. So
What's different?
Why do you
okay,
I'm sorry. No, I think that, I don't know if it's a. secret. You want to- Okay. No, I said,
again, it's not like we have readings you have to distribute, I just want to give you the opportunity. It's time for a second. Yeah.
Wow.
You've been aggressive.
We're gonna have. Yeah, you're right. You don't know what's gonna do this.
Probably the very front here, so we can get up on the beam.
With that, I think that's. We're gonna go right on the free part.
So sit or sorry, we're gonna sit like that. When you go to the Leah, you can go right there. Here, Bob. Here.
I actually has an elevation. Me too.
Yeah, Ralph. It's good to meet you. Very nice to meet you. You're in the place of honor.
Oh, then I should be sitting there.
His lap is available.
I was setting you up for that one.
You did.
It's free. So you have that. You're gonna do this as well. It's part of this.
Very nice.
So the order of the service, right here. And so what I'll do is I'm gonna lead us in a song and then we're gonna open up the ark and do the Torah service. So the Torah service. Let me just check in. Hey Meg, can I grab you for a second? I'm sorry. Or maybe Lisa too. I'm gonna talk. I'm sorry. So let's talk about the Torah service. I have been down as leading the Torah service. Is that correct?
Just the first page.
Right, just, okay, great. So page 218, I'll be there. So, great, perfect.
Starting here.
Right, I figured, right. No, not uncommon. That's perfectly fine. Great. And
That's what we practice.
no, and this line, yes or no? God, Lou? Okay,
Yep.
and nothing before it though. No Shema.
No.
No.
just-
I mean, no,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
Shema.
I don't know.
Beautiful. So it's the page as is, makes
Yeah,
my life
that's-
easy.
Mhm.
And then we're ready for readings.
Yeah.
You're reading them all. It's gonna be great. It's-
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta get Matali.
This. We are reading, we are not reading these. Yeah.
No,
You practiced it.
yeah, but remember how
Wait, I have
everyone else sings with you. so-
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You remember all this.
And then I definitely remember that. This.
Yep. And you'll be holding the Torah, remember? For this part, that's when we parade around the sanctuary with the Torah. Yeah. You're gonna be.
Thank you for wearing
From
that
what part
dress.
is where I start reading the scroll? Is it first? Oh,
So
yeah, it's this, right?
you will get the Torah scroll right here before you say this line. And then you'll step off the bima for this word and start walking.
Right, and then.
I'll tell you about my mom.
And then all the way around the sanctuary, back to those stairs.
Awesome muscle friend.
You got this.
I love the classic.
Great.
Heel toe.
Other questions you have?
So I'm just kind of reading through this. Remember, I'm reading everything.
It's like, oh, good. I live to be 89. I don't have any worries.
There's a reason, there's a medical reason for something, it makes more sense than all of a sudden because they don't do that. Well, I remember my father was and how insane.
Is the Zoom on? Are
It
we
is. I
using
have
the
everything
Zoom?
on.
Great.
But the basics.
Hey, what is this again?
Rabbi.
So there This is how I. Okay, that's like this.
So if you take sort of.
No. What is it? It's like that. So yeah, that's what that is. Don't wait. It's over there, next to Lily. Yeah.
Sure, keep time. With heat on tape. So you just did the blessing over the line.
I missed it by a second.
Oh, we just did it. We could add it into the script. Would you like to do this part of the script?
I got you a bunch of.
Well, I think we should do.
Okay,
Hang
so
it
this
out.
is the book.
Hanging out.
And so I want you to know that every time you're in a synagogue,
So glad you were that.
forever,
She's a really.
anytime you're in a synagogue, unless it's midnight, when you're in morning service, I want you to grab a tallit and put it on. Because
Just like this.
Because. Go ahead, but I'm just gonna put his tallit on. I don't get. Because.
Yeah, I'm so glad.
It's a time that you are now in the adult, and you have to talk. And then you can show it number one.
In the synagogue.
Anytime you say, oh, I forgot that assignment, it's not like, well, I didn't mean.
Rabbi, can I use this?
You're told that you say is. Got the assignment, it's my responsibility. So you need to take responsibility. Ready to do that? Then you are ready to be an adult. You take that and you actually.
She's your father? My first cousin. Where's Ken?
Okay, so where would you like us to? You gotta have, you should have a seat and you can pick whichever front row. Okay. I'll lead you through. Yeah. Wherever it's comfortable, but that's basically mine's all. But yours is just like that. Okay, so you are gonna start out with your parents and then it gives me the honor of calling you. Okay, so take your prayer book. I will keep this up here. Take your prayer book. Oh, wait, that's my prayer book. Right? Where's your program? No. So we grab these because you're leading the Torah service, right?
Yeah.
With the piece of paper for leading the Torah service. That's in other words. Are you the Bankivi and so on, Ron? Do you have anything? Or should I give you a fresh prayer book to do that? Prayer book from the synagogue. Your name in it. Okay. Just write. Let me give you have your purple? Oh, no, mine's right up here.
Oh.
So keep that open and can you squeeze in next to your dad? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it. You've got to take it.
No, I'm gonna grab one for you. Those that you're being honored. Okay. So I'll can someone go. David. If you look at the back. It's not what's probably. We're ready to talk. Yeah. Well, I know. All the brothers. That another son. Not sure.
That was better.
I told him, this Jewish since,
Feels good.
Shabbat Shalom. Chag Sameach. So we are also at a Jewish holiday of Shavuot. It is the reception of the Torah. And it is Jewish tradition that on this holiday, we all feel connected to anyone who has ever received Torah. In Judaism, Torah is not just a book. It's the meaning of life. It's the underlying order of the universe. And the book is a tool we use, the book of the Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible, that we guide us to God, to Torah, and to God through Torah. We are scientists, we are mathematicians as Jews. Anything that helps you understand the underlying order brings us together. When we celebrate the giving of the 10 Commandments, which is the meaning of today's holiday, it's a big part of its meaning. It is that people at Mount Sinai heard different things, perhaps coming out of the sky or from their consciousnesses. And so while people can hear different things, their origins are all in God. So today we celebrate being linked together. You don't have to be Jewish. I hope it's okay if I include you who are not Jewish in our circle of link, that today we kind of feel like we're recreating Mount Sinai, and that all of us have our own enlightenments and wisdoms. And sometimes each of us hear different words and relate to different images and philosophies, theologies. But we're all really connecting to the underlying order of the universe, and the true source of which, or what it is God. So today, we actually will, in just a moment, be recreating Mount Sinai. It's not just on this Saturday, it's every Saturday, is that this bima, this platform, becomes Mount Sinai every week. And what we do is we reenact in the present moment, not as a memory, oh, a long time ago, something happened 3,000 years ago, and so we need to do something today. It's not that kind of responsibility. It's actually the feeling that we're all being called at every moment through all of the different ways that we gain wisdom, through the curiosity that takes us places, through the purposes in life that are introduced to us by teachers, by parents, by grandparents, by the examples that we see in our families and that we are fortunate enough to encounter in our lives, all the angels that lead us to our purposes, and we receive them. And so the Bima becomes Mount Sinai, and we remember that this is an ongoing process. We're always open to enlightenment. And Benjamin is going to be our Moses for the day. So we're kind of like, it's a ritual drama that we continually reenact. But today, Torah is being brought to us by Benjamin from Mount Sinai. And I'm drafting all of you into being the Israelites. And the Israelites mixed with others. It's a mixed multitude. You don't have to be an Israelite to be in the mixed multitude of Israelites and friends, supporters. So today it is both Ben becoming an adult, and it's recreating moments of enlightenment for all of us. And especially when Ben delivers his teaching, his speech, in which he shares some of his thoughts to inspire us in our receiving of wisdom in our lives. I'm going to begin with a song. Some of you know it by heart, but you don't have to. I'm not even going to give you a page number. So for those who know it, you got to sing loud. It's a song called Shalom Aleichem, and it means shalom to you. And it's pretty universal. It's 4 verses, and they all sound really similar, but they have a different beginning. It starts off with Shalom Aleichem, which means shalom to you, and then it goes from there to be Boachem l'shalom, come in peace, and then it goes to Barchuni l'shalom, bless me in peace, and then it says Tzedchem l'shalom, go in peace. And Jews traditionally sing it every Friday evening, and sometimes beyond that even. And I love to think of it as relating to becoming an adult. It's a Hasidic teaching. And it says that even though this is what we always say and we always sing on Shabbat, we Jews, think about the 4 stages of it. Shalom to you. That is a couple who are in love. And they may not know that they're doing it, but they're sending out a message to the universe of shalom, of hope and peace. And that's an invitation to family. And then the second blessing is Boachem L'Shalom. They may not realize they're doing it, but they're saying, come to us in peace, meaning a soul come to us to be born into our family. The Jewish mystics felt that, again, people are not necessarily intentional about it, but that's the emanation of God that's within true love and lovemaking. And then the third, and so then Boachem L'Shalom, you've arrived. The baby has arrived. So Boachem L'Shalom, Shalom Aleichem, peace to you, and it's the invitation. Boachem L'Shalom, you're now arrived. And we got 13 years until this day, right? And then today happens, it's Barchoni L'Shalom, which is starting this day forward, I want you to bless me. I've done everything I can to teach you what we know. I mean, there's more teaching to go on, but really what these two parents have done, and teachers, we've put into you what we can. We've done our best. Today is the day that we begin learning from you. And that day will continue for decades and decades to decades. Instead of blessing you like we did at your baby naming, you're going to be blessing us. And that's the beginning of adulthood and adolescence. And then Seitchem L'Shalom, go in peace. That's when they leave the nest. That's when they go to college or go away, go make their job. And so today we're at the third stage of it. So if you know it, please sing along with me. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Now today, Barchuni L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And the day will come. Seidchem L'Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch. We begin the service on page 217 in the Lev Shalom prayer book. It has explanations and translations to help us along. We begin formally with one of the versions of the Kaddish. May we feel God's blessings and presence increasing in this world. We find our way to increase senses of honor and transcendence, hope and blessing. Yitkada v'yitkada shemei rabba v'yamad divra kirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayedecho Beit Yisrael b'gala v'zman kariv ve'imeru amen. Heshmei rabba mevara v'alamula me'almaya Yitbarach, Yitbarach, Vishtabach, Vipar, Vitramam, Vinase, Vitadar, Vitale, Vitalal, Shmei Dukudisha, Richule'ela, Min Koberchata, Vishirata, Tushbechata, Vene, Kemata, Damira, Liama, V'imheru. We turn to page 218. We officially convene the Torah service. We convene Mount Sinai at this time. It's my honor to invite the Rooney family up, for members of the nuclear family, to join me on the bima. I'm going to invite Meg up to join me over here. And we invite Ben. And Ben, let me give you a book here. Take mine. We're on 218 to begin the Torah service. I'll be asking you to rise as good Israelites do in just a little bit. Oh, actually, I'm asking you to rise right now. Please rise. And the ark is opened.
Facing this.
So, right. Okay, and let's face that way.
Vayahim, Bin Soa, Ha'aron, Vayomer Moshe.
Baruch Shenantam Torah Baruch Shenantam Yisrael be to
Galu Maranai Inti. Urolam Shalom Yadas.
Bashamayim uvaretz, Yehovah Shamayim uvaretz. Lecha Adonai hamamlacha, v'haminaseh lecho lerosh. Romemu. Adonai Eloheinu V'hishtachavu Hadom Raglav Kadoshu Romemu, right here. Romemu Adonai stay with you just a minute. V'hishtachavu We may be seated. Got to stay right there. Perfect. Okay. Lisa Bernstein has been Benjamin's tutor, and we're going to make sure we get the right spot. You probably already have it. And do you see it? That's part of being an adult. Teach me. Give me a blessing by finding the spot. Show me where it is. Nicely done. See, it's a good beginning. It's my honor to call you up. And I hope I'm not saying the wrong thing if I say that it's a great honor to have you here and sort of, I'll say the patriarch or one of the patriarchs, the patriarch of this extended family. And so it's my honor to call you up. I'm just going to do this by your Hebrew name. Ya'amdu. I got this right. It's Isaac Abir. Ya'amdu Yitzchak ben Gevula. David ben Yitzchak. La'aliyah harishonah. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to touch where Ben shows you, with one of you at least, with your tzitzit. With okay. Just do a quick touch with the tzitzit. Kind of puts a special blessing in the Torah. I'm just going to do my best to make Benjamin really nervous with this, that there are no vowels. This is ancient calligraphy, no musical notation, no punctuation. So it's the hardest thing that we as Jews do, and that's why it is our rite of passage. Okay.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach.
Baruch Adonai
Baruch Adonai Hambarach v'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam.
אשר בהבנו פיקור העמים ונתן לנו את התורה, ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen. Vaydaber Adonai El Moshe Lemor Naso Et Rosh B'nei Gershon Gam Hem Levet Avotam Lemishvechotam Mi Ben Shloshim Shana Vamala Ad Ben Chamishim Shana Tifchot Otam Ohaba Mitzvot Tzava La'avod Avodah Ve'ohel Moed Zot Avodat Mishpechot HaGershuni La'avod U'Lamasa.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר נתן לנו בתורה אומר אתה לעולם נתן לנו ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen.
Thank you very much. And you're welcome to return to your place. Benjamin continues with the reading from the book of Numbers, from In the Wilderness. And it's my honor to call all three of you over at this time. Ya'amdu Yaakov ben Yitzchak ve'Esther la'aliyat ha'sheni.
Baruch Hu Adonai Baruch.
Baruch Adonai Baruch L'olam va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen. No. I'm saying you'll keep everyone honest.
Amen. Venasu et Yeriot Hamishkan ve'et Ohel Moed Michsehu u'michseh hatachash asher alav milmala ve'et masach petach ohel moed ve'et kale hechatzer ve'et masach petach sha'ar hechatzer asher al hamishkan ve'al hamizbeach saviv ve'et metreihem ve'et kol kolei avodatam ve'et kol asher ye'atzer lahem ve'avadu al pi Aharon uvanav tihyeh kol avodat b'nei hageshuni lecho masa'am ulecho avodatam ufkaratem alehem b'mishmeret et kol masa'am zot Avodat Mishpechot Bnei Hagershunim Be'ohel Moed Umish Martam Beyad Itamar Ben Aharon HaKohen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chaye olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Don't go over a second before you start reading. Let's do a blessing for them. I know many of you may not know it, but there's a blessing in Judaism we do anytime that you really feel a tremendous amount of gratitude for reaching a moment of a new beginning. And it's especially a beginning you wish to repeat. And that like you're celebrating the cycles of life because they're so beautiful. So it goes like this in English, and then we'll do it in Hebrew, and you'll hear those who know it will chime right in, right? So it goes, thank God, His presence really fills the universe. Who gives life, who gave life, who gives us the strength to actually live, who allows us to live a life, and who delivers us to moments like this, a moment of deep gratitude for a new beginning for this family. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'achiyanu v'kiyamanu Part of that moment in this family is you move over there because we want to give Benjamin a chance to now be an adult on his own over here, but don't begin yet because I got to call you up. Yamod, 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 Benjamin ben Yaakov, Bar Mitzvah. Touch your fringe to your spot. Your tzitzit.
Baruch et Adonai Hamborah. Baruch Adonai Hamborah Le'olam. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. B'nei Merari Lemishvechotam Levit Avotam Be'otivchot Otam Miben Shloshim Shana. What? Mala. Be'at Ben Hamishim Shana Tifkodem Kohaba Latzava La'avod at Avodat Ohel Moed V'zot Mishmeret Masa'ah V'cho Avodatam Be'ohel Moed Parshe Hamishkan Uricha Va'amudah Va'adana Va'amudeh Echatzer Saviv V'anehem V'terotam U'metrehem L'chol kolehem U'lechol Avodatam Uveshemot tifkedu et kolei משמרת מסען. זאת עבודת משפחות בני מררי. לכו עבודתם באוהל מועד ביד איתמר בן אהרון הכהן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Benjamin, do me a favor. Will you close the scroll for me and hold on to both of those for a second. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, now I know new meanings to this in the family, Rebecca, Rachel, Sarah, and Leah, bless Benjamin Haruni, who has been called to the Torah upon reaching the age of commandment. With reverence for God, for Torah, for Shabbat, and for today's festival, may the Holy One protect and sustain him, helping him to be wholehearted in his faith, in his tradition, study Torah, to fulfill mitzvot, and to walk in God's ways. May he have the strength to find his calling, to be a person who is both loving and beloved. And may he find love and compassion today and every day in your eyes and in the eyes of all who see him. May his parents rear him to full maturity, guiding him to a continual love of Jewish tradition, Torah, and of overall education, and guide him to the blessing of chuppah, blessing to know himself, the experience of love within a covenantal relationship, and the incredible power therein. And may you guide him to a continual life of good deeds. And so let us say, Amen. Simen tov u'mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, simen tov u'mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, simen tov u'mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov. Yehei lanu, yehei lanu, yehei lanu. Oh, Yisrael, yehei. It's my honor to call up Arthur Seidenfeld at this time, and also Benjamin's grandmother at this time for the lifting and rolling of the scroll. So we are prepared to put it back in its holy place. Please rise. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to move aside. Bring next.
I'm used to it.
You're used to it. Okay. Ve'zo HaTorah Asher Sam Moshe Lifnei Bnei Yisrael Aviyah Be'yad Oseh Shalom B'Bracha Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleich. Okay, you got your speech here. Okay, you guys, when the Torah is put down. Imru amen. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'yachol Yisrael. Shalom aleinu, v'yachol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu. Israel, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Torah is going to be placed down, and then we too may. And we may be seated. We can all return to our places. The bima is Benjamin's. And I'm asking Benjamin to share his words of Torah today. And I'm also asking him to do it as slowly as possible because we want to really get to experience every single word.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Hope you've all been having a nice day so far. Yeah. My Torah portion comes from the book of Bar Mitzvah, which means in the wilderness. The Israelites have been enslaved in Egypt, and they ran away from persecution. In the wilderness, they were taught by God and Moses who they were and what their values were, and what their values are. As Jews, we fought for our freedom, our pride, our survival, and our homeland in Israel. Some people think that the Jews being enslaved and constantly fighting just to keep our religion afloat is a horrible thing, which in the short term is not great at all. But over time, these hardships build strength and resilience. We were enslaved, killed, discriminated, but we never gave up. We held on to our traditions and beliefs to this day. My family history originates from a long line of Iranian Jews. My father came to the United States in the 1970s and my mother in the 1990s. They came from Tehran. They moved around the country and we ended up in the house that we are in right now. But it wasn't just that simple. My parents' generation had to go through many hardships to get where they were today. Similar to the stories in the Torah, Iran completely ignored the contributions my grandfather had made and forced him and my dad's family to leave everything behind and go to a new land completely blindly due to being Jewish. Unfortunately, this is a story that many other Jews share, being cast out and being ostracized. This has been the experience of Jews throughout history and has been the story of the Torah itself. As the Jews who had contributed so much to Egypt left in the Exodus. Today I read from the book of Bar Mitzvah, which means in the wilderness. It is the 40 years of wandering in the wilderness during which the Israelites formed the values and traditions we've lived by ever since. As a smaller percentage of the population, Jews have been really cherished for these unique traditions. When you are not the mainstream culture, when you are in a relatively small religious community, you carry more pride and responsibility rather than taking it for granted. Some Jewish traditions that my family and I celebrate are Passover Seder, Shabbat dinners, Rosh Hashanah, and my favorite, Hanukkah. On Fridays, my mom cooks us a nice Friday dinner. This usually includes some Iranian food, and sometimes we'll even watch some sort of movie afterwards. Passover is very special to me and my family, specifically my extended family. We would always drive or fly over to my great aunt and uncle's house, along with many other family members such as cousins, aunts, uncles, and family friends to stay 2 to 3 nights and have an amazing Passover dinner. It has been a tradition to go and do this for many years, and I hope that we can keep that tradition alive. Every one being memorable and tasty. Today marks the day where I officially become a Jewish adult and Bar Mitzvah, meaning that today also marks the day where I take on the responsibilities of this title. I can now start to read from the Torah and help lead services, support and help Jews from the youngest to the oldest, gain more knowledge of the holidays and their traditions to eventually lead some of them. Make sure that I know my own family's history so I can be sure to pass it on, and pass on the traditions of Judaism to as many as I can. After 13 years of living, I'm finally up here on the bima, ready to take on the real world. If it weren't for my parents, teachers, all the way up to my great aunts and uncles, all my cousins who were great role models for me, my sister for always being there and looking out for me, my amazing grandparents, and my friends, I wouldn't be the person I am today. That's it.
I'm going to give you the rabbi spot for a second. Will you stand where I usually stand? It's my honor to invite you up to share words about your son. All right, Benji, you're up. Shabbat Shalom. I want to thank all the family and friends who have blessed us with their presence today to celebrate this occasion with our family. We also want to thank Morlea, Meg Bernstein, and Rabbi Rob Nadav for all their time and effort and dedication to help prepare Ben for this day. Thank you. Benjamin, pause to look at your son. I am very proud of you and the work that you put into the preparation for today. As I take a look at you, I see a young man who is already well on his way to fulfilling the role of one day becoming a leader in our community and a role model for others. You have shown dedication and commitment to your studies, both in Hebrew and in school. You're passionate about the environment. You're an excellent debater, especially when it comes to something you really want at home. Understand the importance of kindness and compassion and social justice. And I know that you will continue to make these values a priority in your life. These qualities will serve you well and will continue to grow and develop in years to come. They will help you navigate the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead, and they will enable you to make a positive impact on the world around you. I know it. As I stand here with you, it brings back memories for me and my bar mitzvah. How nervous I was, how excited I was when it was over. But most importantly, how loved I felt on that day, surrounded by my parents, siblings, family, friends who supported me through it and who continue to support me through life. My sister, right there, your great aunt. Your aunt, I'm sorry. Today, Benjamin, what I want you to know and forever to hold in your heart is that you are loved, not just by me and your mother and your sister, but by the many family members and friends who know you and have had the pleasure of knowing you and who will one day get to know you even more. As you grow to become the man that you hope to become, always remember, you are not alone in that journey. I'm excited to see what your future holds and want you to know that our family, friends, teachers, congregation are all there to help you figure it out. May you continue to grow in wisdom and strength and always find joy and fulfillment in all that you do in life. My hope is that just like you've done for me and your mom, you become a blessing to all those whose lives you touch. Mazel tov.
Family and friends, thank you for honoring us with your presence and bringing so much love to us on this very special occasion. Benjamin, I love you. I have loved you every day from the moment you were born. I have not missed a single day. I love your wonderful heart, your creative mind, and how funny you are. As you embark on this journey towards adulthood, I have many wishes for you. I wish that you know that love and kindness are paramount in life, that there is nothing more important than family and friendship. I hope you know the importance of honesty and integrity and to always stand up for what is right. I hope you know that money and material things can only go so far in bringing happiness. So when you decide what you want to become, pick the thing that makes you most happy. Lastly, I hope you never stop marveling at life's wonder. Make sure you stop and smell the flowers from time to time. I love you.
Love you too. Okay,
I'm gonna draft you for a little help. Will you open the ark again, the curtain again?
I actually have a little bit of a saying for it.
Pardon me?
Layla, where are you going? Okay, fine.
So my brother, he has a nice heart. He's really smart. I really love him. He's always there for me. Really cheer me up when I'm sad. He's just so nice. Let's hear.
Nice ending, Layla.
She stole my line. Benjamin, you've got a couple of years, please rise. Benjamin, you've got a couple of years to think about what you're gonna say at her bar mitzvah.
Maybe I'll tell a joke as well.
I look forward to it. You are very funny. I'm sorry you said that. On page 221. Benjamin, will you take the Torah from Meg? For the additional parading of the scroll, customary to either touch tzitzit or a prayer book to it and give it a kiss. If that's something that you're comfortable doing to honor the teachings and values therein. Yahalelu et Shem Adonai ki niskav shemo levado hodo balamei v'sham. We're on page 222. Ilekatov natati lachem torati al tazovu etzai ve'tov We remain standing as we turn to page 222. We have the brief prayers of the afternoon Shabbat and festival service to go through. For some of you who are not used to Judaism, I just want to tell you the meanings of the first two prayers. They start off with, instead of being like, oh God, aren't you just the best and the most powerful thing ever? It starts off with, my God is the same of the God of my ancestors. And you actually say the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And here that's actually literally true, as well as figuratively true. And so it's basically saying, I identify with the people that produced me. And a big part of adulthood is really saying, the world didn't start with me. And I'm the receiver of great blessings. And then the second blessing is God who gives life to the dead.
And some people say, oh, it means in the future there'll be a bodily resurrection, but many of the rabbis understood it to be, how do we give life to those who are no longer bodily in this world? We do it by remembering them. We do it by upholding their traditions, by practicing the values, by being grateful. And as Benjamin said in his speech, I'm now an adult, now it's my responsibility to pass those memories and those teachings on. That's a little bit of what's in the blessings today. Yitkada v'yikada shemei rabba b'yama divrei pirtei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael b'agala v'zman kariv ve'imeru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevara ve'alam ulam me'omaya Yiparach v'shtabach v'par v'tromam v'naseh v'tadar v'taleh v'talal shmei d'kudesha le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran li'alma v'imeru amen. I ask you to turn to page 342. Pardon me, I have to correct myself. We are back where we were. I had it a second ago. It's the special festival one, and I don't want to mess it up. 306, that's exactly where I was. Thank you. Thanks, Jerry. I second guess myself, which is not a great thing to do. On page 306, we do those blessings now. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim v'Konei Hakol v'Zocher Chastei Avot Maybe go el livnei v'nehem leman shemo b'yahava melech ozer fokedu Moshiach u'magen baruch atah Adonai magen Avraham ufoked Sarah atah gibor le'olam Adonai mechayei metim atah rav l'hoshia mechakel chayim v'chesed mechayei metim v'rachamim rabim Somech noflim v'rofei cholim umatir asurim umekayem emunato lishenei afar michamocha ba'al gevurot umido melach melach meimit umechayeh Umatzmiach Yeshua, B'nemanata lachayot metim, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hametim. 308. Nekadesh et shimcha ba'olam, Kishim shemachti shimoto b'shmei marom, Kakatuv hayad nevi'echa, V'kara ze'el zeh v'yahamar, Kadosh, 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 Adonai tzvaot, Elo chol haaretz kevodo, Lumatam baruch yomeru, Baruch kavod Adonai mimkomo, Divrei kodshecha katuv lemor, Imloch Adonai leolam, Elohai Zion ledor vador. Hallelujah. From generation to generation, Dor vador nagid God lacha, ulenetzach netzachim kedushatcha nagdish, v'shivchacha Eloheinu mipir le'am she'olam va'ed, ki hamelech gadol v'kadosh ata, Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh. The traditional liturgy goes from page 309 to 314 with insertions for Shabbat and the holiday of Shavuot, where I ask you to close your eyes and ask yourself, what's the prayer that God wants me to be having for the next 2 minutes? When you're finished your prayers, you may be seated. Amen. Yeheshmera b'mevara. Le'olam ulam me'omaya. Yivarach v'ishtabach v'parvich ma'binaseh v'tadar v'tala v'tala shmeru kudesha. Le'elam min kol berchata v'shirata tushkata v'nechemata damiram b'yama v'imeru. Titkabal tzolon tono v'aton t'kol Yisrael kol dama v'hondi v'shmaya v'imeru. Yesh amar rabbe min shemaya v'chaim alein v'kol Yisrael v'imeru. Oseh shalom b'mromha v'yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'al Yisrael ve'imeru. Amen. Please rise for Aleinu on 231. Aleinu l'shalom. Continue silent. We may be seated except for those who are reciting the Mourner's Kaddish because you're in the period of mourning, or because you're choosing this day to say the Kaddish for someone you missed. You can see that the lights are on today. Mourner's Kaddish, page 232. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shmei rabbah, v'yalma divra kirute v'yamlich malchute, v'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayedecho beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv imru amen. Yehe shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam ulamei almaya. Yiparach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitala v'yitalal shmei d'kudesha brichu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiran v'alma v'imru amen. Yehe shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromah. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. I'm going to ask the family this time, are we allowed to throw candy at Ben, or is that like, I thought so. You too, Lala. I'm going to ask Meg to help, and maybe we can get some volunteers to help pass out candy for the final song. David. Yes. You're allowed to pass out now. I said it was okay.
as it's being passed out. So Benjamin, I know, okay, wait. You can pass out with lots of talking. Is that bad teacher etiquette? Shh. Ben has already received gifts from the congregation, and there are additional gifts coming to him from Hebrew Day School, institution in our community that really nourishes Torah, the hearts and souls and lives of our children, planting seeds that will keep them forever fresh and fragrant, as the Shabbat Psalm says, always ready to be creative, because when you grow up in the right kind of soil, you're connected to those values. You have much to draw from. So you have gifts from the Hebrew Day School, you have the gifts from us of the prayer book, and also of the Chumash, of the Torah itself. And we have additional gifts for you because we'd like to get in first. So Ben, come on up and grab it. And they're additional because sometimes the ritual objects that we have, like, they keep the love in them. So we have a place to remember where that love is and keep them with them, even when those who bestowed that love on us are no longer in the room with us. I'm going to quote a blessing that is drawn from the Talmud. May your eyes sparkle with the light of Torah and your ears hear the music of its words. May the space between each letter of the scroll bring warmth and comfort to your soul. May the syllables draw holiness from your heart, and may this holiness be gentle and soothing to you and to all of God's creatures. May your study be passionate and meanings bear more meanings, until life arrays itself to you as a dazzling wedding feast. And may your conversation, even of the commonplace, be a blessing to all who listen to your words and see the Torah glowing on your face. I get to invite up all children who are here, who are willing to be pelted by candy. The idea is that we're starting off adulthood still with a little bit of the taste of sweetness of childhood. All children are invited to come up for the closing song, Adon Olam. It can be found on 211. I see philosophical conversations going on. What counts as a child? Let's just say everyone, I know it's official, 13 and above is an adult. So I'll say that. I'll say that it is 12 years old and under. Layla, come on up. Yeah. Come on up, Hannah, come on up. Okay, ready?
I don't know. Hi.
The closing song on 211. Adon Olam Hashem Alach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra V'eit Nasa V'chafzaka Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Azai Melech Shemo Nikra V'atare Kivlo Zako V'vado Yimlo Nora V'hu Hayam והוא יהיה בתפארה, והוא יהיה בתפארה, והוא אחד ואין שני, העם שלו להסבירה, בלי ראשית בלי תכלית, ולא עוז והמשרה, ולא עוז והמשרה. והוא אלי וחגו עלי, וצורך לי באמצע, והוא ניסי ומטוס לי, מנטוסי ביום מקרא, מנטוסי ביום מקרא, ידו אף כי גופי, הייתי שם ביד. Let's finish strong. ואמרו בי Yeviati Adonai Elohim Adonai. Secret is you get pelted with the candy. Below Yira Mazal Tov.